My name is Christy North and I will be doing ClassDojo. This is a great tool for teachers, students, and parents. It helps with classroom management, attendance, and many more other things that you can incorporate in the classroom. So I'm going to go ahead and get started and just show you what a great tool it is to use so that you can carry it back. The first thing that you want to do is sign up. It'll ask for your email address, have you sign up, and then it's all free. And once you have all that complete, you'll just come to ClassDojo.com and hit login. I have already signed up, so I'm going to go ahead and log in and let you see exactly what all it entails. Alright, so once you log in, this is what the screen will look like. You can click here, you can add a photo, or you can go up here, you can do account settings, change password, and do whatever you need to do in order to get your account the way that you want it, if you need to change your name or whatever. You can add professional development resources or classroom resources right here. You'll see right here that it says Orrs Elementary. That's because that's the school that I'm associated with. And the 46 teachers, that just means that 46 other teachers are signed up under Orrs as well. The first thing that you want to do is add a class. You will see a demo class that you can play along with and get used to it before adding your class if you would like. I'm going to show you how to add a class. The first thing you want to do is type in your class name, for instance, North's homeroom, and then you choose which grade. You can change the icon if you have several different classrooms. I changed the icon so that I can, be a little bit different with each one and add class. From here, you will add students. You have two ways of doing it. You can type in the students' names or you can import student list. I've never imported student list. I've always just typed it in because it's very easy. Like if I wanted to do Sally James and hit enter, ta-da, Sally's already added. And then so forth and so on with however many students that you would like to add. Once you're done adding students, click done adding and you can get parent invites. What this means is it'll give you a document to print and you can send home a code and the URL for parents to sign up. They can do this via the computer or they can do it via the app. Once they sign up, they will get notifications on their students. It does not give notifications for all students. So there's a privacy, blockage right there so parents aren't concerned about other parents seeing what their student is doing. It's only for their one student. If I click to get invites, it would make me download it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go back and go back again because we have the demo class that we're going to play with. So I'm going to click on the demo class as if I had already added students. You will see I have 5 students to play with. These zeros mean right now they don't have any points. That's how they keep up with points. This is for classroom management. It's a great way for students to see where they are behavior-wise. So let's go ahead and see how that works. If I had a student that was doing something great, I'm going to click on that name. You have different options right here that you could give them positive points for. If you thought, okay, well, they're going to get a point for bringing in homework, I could choose having homework as one and set that point weight as whatever I wanted it to be. I'm going to leave it at 1. You can change the icon as well and then hit save. So now I have that option. I can send a point to them for having homework. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to click having homework. Now Bradley Pitt got a positive point for homework. Let's just say Hallie was acting up. She needs work. So I could put that she was off task. Again, you can add your own skill, whatever it is that you would like for your students to have negative points for, you can add it. So I would just click off task. Now you can see that it brings up red for the negative and green for the positive. So students can see exactly where they are at. If the whole class was doing something great, they were participating, they were working hard, whatever it is, you can give them all a point at once. Now you see Hallie is evened out, so she's at 0. You can always come up with ways to reward these students for having positive points, or give consequences if they have, certain amount of negative points. Another great thing is you can form groups. If students are working in groups, then you can add them and have them take control of their behavior as a group. I made one group, and I always do like Georgia team names. So I have the Atlanta Braves, and I added students in there. If I wanted to make another one, then I could say, okay, Hallie and Johnny are going to be in a group. And I would name that what we're going to do, the Atlanta Falcons. And then I would hit create group. Now I have that group. So I could click on a group and I could award that group. If they're off task, you can also go and take away points. So my positive point, I'm just going to say that they are being responsible. So that group gets a point. Again, that just shows them where they're at with their behavior. All right, so we're going to go back to the students, and I'm going to show you how to take attendance. You go down here and you click on attendance. We're going to say that Matthew Damon is absent. So I would click on it and it makes it red. You can save attendance. Let's say that he was absent. I saved it. Now he is completely blanked out. I cannot add anything to it. But if I go back to attendance because he comes in late, I could click on it and it gives you the option: tardy, checked out early, present, all day, or absent. So let's just say that he was tardy. So I'm going to save attendance. Now I can go to view reports. What that does is shows me my behavior and what they need to work on. Right now it's off task is the thing that they are having trouble with. You can look over here and see which students are part of the problem. You can see that Hallie was 50% and only 89% positive. So whole class, we're going to put refresh the page. It's going to take me back to the beginning. I'm just going to click right back on that class and then go back. So now I'm going to go to attendance, and this will show you right here that Matthew Damon was late on December 3rd. It's a great way to keep up with attendance besides the attendance that you do as a school. We use Infinite Campus. All right, so that is that. Another good thing is you can select multiple students. If I wanted to select 3 students, give them feedback, they were being helpful, now they got points. So you don't have to do it individually. There's many ways to do it. Down here is the random button. My students love this because instead of drawing popsicle sticks or things like that, I click on the random selection to ask questions. Cameron, all right, I'll give you a participating point if you get this correctly. That means you are participating and you're staying focused and know the answer. Yeah, you get it right. Now Cameron got a participating point. This helps them to stay on task and pay attention. All right, another thing we have is timer. You can count down, you can do a stopwatch. Great tool right there. Stories right here is when students go on. You can have them go to student mode, which I'll show you how to do in a minute. And if you're in teacher mode, you can just type students are participating in canned food drive, and then you can post it. You can add a card, add a file, add a photo. I'm not going to do that because it will stop my recording if I do that. But then you just post it to your story and parents can see this. Messages. Right here, if these parents sign up, I can click on Bradley's parents and it would give me an option to write in here message to them and they will get notified that they have a message. Great communication way so that parents don't have to have your phone number or you don't have to use the school phone in order to call them. Right now it's telling me they're not signed up, which is a great way to know whose parents are keeping up with what's going on. You can keep inviting them and hope that they sign up as well. We're going to go back to classroom. All right, so if I go down here to student mode, this is what I was referring to earlier. If I wanted them to get on student mode and add something to the story, I could, it would be this device that I was using, or you can use a class device. This device, and I don't want them to be able to go back to teacher mode, I simply put a password on. So I would have the password on, switch to student mode, and now they have to have the password in order to go back to teacher mode, so they can't just automatically go back and start doing points or whatever they want to. The students can choose who it is, they can add photos, and then they would be able to type. We're going to exit student mode. And you can see, because I had the password on, it's going to make them not be able to get into my account. So we're just going to log back in, and now we're back to the teacher mode. All right, other than that, if you go back to your classes, you can switch classes down here. Right here you can see that if you need more tips than this video, there's several right here. It gives you easy ways to use ClassDojo. For instance, if there's other ways besides what I had just told you, or if you need help with adding class stories. There's always great resources within this as well. When you invite a teacher, it will send them a code just like it does the parents. If I click on Orr's Elementary, you can see that I can see other teachers and their stories. So this teacher is adding pictures, and this is what the parents would see if I were to add things to my story. Directory, this will show me which teachers are signed up, and you can share a class with the different teachers. So if I wanted to share a class with Miss Barr, I could go in and I could email her a link to share my class with hers, and that way multiple teachers can keep up with the different classes. So if you are departmentalized, you don't have to have 3 different classes. The students can have rewards and consequences on ClassDojo all in one. So it's not separating them in different classes, and all the teachers can see what that student has done for the day. All right, so that is the end of ClassDojo. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you got a lot from it. Again, it's just very simple to use. It's user-friendly, and I hope that you take it back to your classroom and help other teachers have a great way of classroom management as well. Thank you.